Hi, and welcome to YouTestMe GetCertified. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create a test without sections. From the home page, you can access the Create Test wizard either by selecting the Create Test Quick Action button here, or navigating to the Tests in the Applications main menu, and then clicking the new test. In the first step here, you should enter the name of a test, optionally a description, and a label which is used for additional classification and will be displayed in every exported report. In YouTestMe GetCertified, you can create tests with or without sections. Sections could represent different areas of knowledge or topics that one test covers. To create a test without sections, simply leave this checkbox empty. Then you can optionally write test instruction in this field. Students will need to acknowledge them in a pop-up dialog before they start the test and will be able to access them during the whole test-taking process. Note: at every step of Test Wizard, you can access our help page for further explanation. When finished, click on the Next button. In the second step, you can configure various test options, such as test duration, page format, visibility of reports to candidates, and report content. You can also turn on the proctoring mode here, or allow test continuation and retaking. To apply one of the previously saved settings, choose a template from this drop-down menu. When finished, click on the Next button. If you want, you can attach a certificate for the candidates who pass the test. It will be shown to them at the end. If you do, a certificate builder will open up. You can customize it or use one of our pre-built templates. But let's skip this step for now. Here, you can choose between following methods in order to add questions to your test. The first option is to create questions manually or add them manually again from existing question pools. The second one is to use Test Generator and generate completely different tests. The third one is to upload questions from Excel files prepared previously offline. I will choose the first one in order to demonstrate it. If you choose to add questions manually, you can either create them or import them from already existing question pools. Here is the preview of different question types that you create in the system. However, I will now demonstrate how to import them from pools. If you click this button, you will assign all of them, but you can also assign them individually by clicking on each individual arrow. We can see the preview of added questions here, difficulty level, and points or penalty points of each. There are options to add more as well, and you can edit or remove them from this action column here. Now let's proceed further. In this case, grading has been pre-configured when we chose Testing Settings template back in the second step. However, I will give you a quick overlook of this step. You can choose whether the passing mark will be expressed in the points or percentages, set the value of passing mark, and choose whether the passing mark will be inclusive or not. There is an option to use a previously created grading scale as well, and you select it from this drop-down menu here. When finished, we can proceed to a review. Here we see the test review, Now, we can save the test by clicking the Finish Wizard button, and you can also save the test settings and full configuration as a template for the later use. After this window opens, we should organize the testing session in order for candidates to be able to start the test. Testing sessions allows you to organize the test for candidates located at different locations. For example, if they're in different time zones, states, continents, and so on. You can create one either by clicking on this button here or going to Testing Sessions tab. Now let's create one. First, we should name it, optionally associate with a specific testing location, then define when the session starts and ends, so the candidates will be available to take this test only within this time frame. You can select students from the list of all users later in the Candidates tab, or assign specific user group to the testing session. In other words, if we select a certain group, we will be able to assign the test only to users from that specific group. However, if we do not choose any, we can assign a test to any candidate from the system, later in the assigning step. You can optionally set this testing session to be available only for the training course as well. We can also assign users manually or allow them to enroll by themselves. Finally, we can lock a session by defining its password. A single test can have an unlimited number of testing sessions, and you can use them to generate useful statistics and reports. Once you finish the test creation, the next step would be assigning candidates to testing session. You can do so either directly through Editing Testing Session or from Candidates tab. Know that only candidates who are assigned will be able to take the test. Final step is to publish the test. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.